Morning. How are we all doing? Um, so this is my third live in a row on a morning. I'm back into the swing of things. I'm actually really enjoying myself. So um, yeah, make sure that you are on in the morning. Make sure because, like I say, I'm coming on. I'm giving value every single morning. But first things first, say hello. How are we all doing? I hope we're all well. Got plenty of actors across my network, so this is going to be an incredibly interesting conversation. Because obviously, when you see something along the lines of, look, actors, you need to quit your day job now, um, that's going to spark a response. So bear with me, all right? Bear with me on this one. Make sure you stick around and make sure that you join in the debate. Initially, what are your thoughts on that particular title for this live? Let me know. And as well as that, say hello. It's great that you are along. And thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Matt Hall, I hope you're well. Anita, Anthony, Kimmy, Chantali, or Chantal, all the way from the Netherlands. How are you? Francis, Richard, Hugo. So I am a massive advocate for first things first, an abundance mindset when it comes to this industry. You are told from day dot when you get into the acting world that it's tough. Oh, that it's really hard to get into this industry. It's hard to maintain. Honestly, who has heard all of these tropes time and time again from acting coaches? And it's really sad. And then all of the other actors then start to repeat these same tropes. Oh, it's hard, it's tough, it's really hard to break into this industry. And what if I told you that with a different mindset, yeah, you're going to think I've gone mad, that with a different mindset, and a mindset of abundance, that everything becomes slightly different. Now, I'm not just saying this from a place of hope. This is something I mentor clients on a daily basis. I look after actors, and I've taken them from um, pretty much never having acted before to getting their first roles pretty quickly to making them into a full-time actor. And actually, would you believe it? I'm about to actually reveal a lot of how I actually do that. So stick around, okay? This is probably commercial suicide for me, but I'm here to add value. All right, that's me. That's my actual aim. All right. Hey, Matt Santosh, how are you? Great to see you. Let's have a look. Shantali, I'm good. How are you? Really good, thanks. Richard, thanks for saying hello. Right, let's get into it. So, I've already stated about this abundance mindset. I've already stated about, look, this is the trope that kind of gets compounded and compounded in this industry. And we believe it because it's obviously comes from trusted sources, and it just perpetuates. Now, in life, if you have a very limiting belief system, if you have these feelings of lack constantly, then what you think about expands. So if you think of lack, that expands, and that is all that you are going to get. If you think about abundance and acting work being plentiful, would you believe it? Pretty much that expands. You see opportunities that other people don't. You do things that other people don't, and therefore you get results quicker. Now let's get into the nuts and bolts. How can you go from having a part-time job? This is the problem. Actors have jobs and they're kind of like, right, wait a minute. How am I going to be able to go for that audition or that do that filming project? I've got to ask my boss. They're going to say, no, you've had too much time off. It's got to be unpaid. It's got to be this. And it's just one of the most biggest struggles that actors cope with constantly. Now, I say get rid of that job as soon as possible. And what is the alternative? The alternative is is creating a full-time living from acting, right? How do you do that? Now, I'm going to tell you. All right. So stick around. I'm about to tell you exactly how to do that. You have to create an acting business. An amazing coach that works for me called Alan Shires, and he was a manager in Costa, I believe, or Burger King. It was kind of one of these types of managers, and he decided that he wanted to be a full-time actor. What a success story! He's just landed in America yesterday. To pursue basically his dream of being a full-time actor in America. He became a full-time actor in the UK, but he's actually a full-time actor, voiceover artist on all of this thing, all of everything, okay, over in America. Really, really positive. And he's still going to be coaching for us, teaching for Matt Zeno acting, even from the US. All right, really, really exciting. But he's done amazing things, and he followed a lot of what I coach actors. He did it himself. You know, he wasn't even coached by me. He realized and twigged a lot of these things. And the reason why it works for me is because we are aligned. He genuinely understands this. And there's very few actors and performers that seem to get this or seem to understand this. But it comes from your mindset, and it comes from ignoring all the limiting beliefs that are put there, I'm afraid, from acting coaches and people in this industry constantly, that make you feel like there is just a huge lack in this industry. Okay? And that's just not true. I would probably say, and you'll again with the tropes that go around this industry, you'll think I've gone mad. I genuinely don't believe that being an actor is any tougher than most other career paths. I really, really do not. And in fact, if you start to change your mindset about how to act and operate in this industry, you will actually find it easier than a lot of other industries, right? So, how do you start to create a full-time acting business? There is 3 different levels of work. Okay, 3 different levels of work. I'll add a 4th, but we really that's not going to particularly help you create a full-time acting business, and that's kind of unpaid, where you kind of need that rung on the ladder, and you kind of work and you swap your value for the value that they give you in terms of credits and showreel material. Fine, let's get rid of that, because we're talking about creating an acting business. Okay, an acting business, a full-time acting business that pays as much as a regular job. So there's 3 tiers of acting work, and I'll tell you what they are. There's the one that everybody wants, the one that everybody just aims for, that they think that that's the only route. So they go, right, agent, and sit by the phone and wait for top tier acting work. Okay, brilliant. That will come in from time to time, but that's not going to get you to be a full-time actor, which is what the aim is. All right. So take that, right? So that's level 1. Level 2 acting jobs, self-submission, the types of opportunities that you self-submit on, the types of acting work, mid-level jobs, all right? Every actor should be self-submitting now. There's a structure change in this industry, the trickle-down effect, huge production companies fighting it out because there's so many platforms now, smaller and smaller production companies creating all sorts of different projects, commercial, all of this. So they go to market, find actors in a very different way, and therefore you need to be self-submitting alongside your agent. Okay? And then there's a 3rd tier of acting work. And this is the tier that takes effort, but I call it the engine room, and it keeps actors constantly working and being in this industry, and can even add to your credits, your confidence, and everything else. Okay? And I'm going to go into what the engine room is, the jobs that you should be constantly picking up to fill out your calendar and keep your acting business going and successful. All right? If at any point anybody has got any comments to make, I would love to hear what you think about some of this information, because for some of you, you will have never heard an acting coach tell you this. You will have only ever heard the tropes that go along with, look, um, it's a tough industry, all of this stuff. All right. So here we go. So what you need to do, and this is how you structure your acting business. So think of your calendar. All right. Your calendar goes like this. So the first thing is you go to level 1, your agent. Have they got you, or have you been confirmed on any big jobs, commercials, all of this stuff? That obviously goes in your calendar. That's the numero uno that blocks out. Brilliant. Well paid on a tier that's well paid. It's going to get your acting business a huge boost. And particularly if you've made a target, a monthly target, of how much you want to earn. All right, that's going to go a long way towards that monthly target. Good. Okay. Now, then once you've got that blocked out, then you can go into level 2. You can self-submit constantly on opportunities, self-tapes, and you can really hustle in and amongst those medium tier self-submission type roles, and then you will fill in your calendar, all right, around the level 1 jobs that manage to come in. Okay, this is how you do it. So then you've got your calendar. And at the minute, so hopefully you'll have maybe once a month or once every few months a top tier job. Then you'll fill it in with medium tier jobs that you're hustling for and you are genuinely self-submitting on through certain sites. And by the way, I've got a document of 21 different locations where you can self-submit. So email me, DM me, and I will send that to you. Okay, matt@mzacting.com. Then once you have got your level 1 jobs booked in and you've got your level 2, okay, jobs that you've self-submitted on, then what you need to do is go into your engine room, because you're going to have days left over within your calendar where you're going to want to work in order to achieve your target, your monthly target of how much you need to earn. So what is your engine room? Here's just some of the jobs that go into your engine room. 1, voiceover. Alan, that I spoke about before, this has been his thing. Voiceover is so plentiful. Okay, get an agent that's able to hook you with voiceover work, and also get on with voiceover work and look for voiceover work yourself. There's even websites now where you can do things like voiceover audiobooks and get paid by the minute. You've got no excuse not to earn money from acting and performing rather than having a day job. All right. Voiceover is huge. Number 2, seasonal work. Okay. So seasonal work is things like doing things like these horror, scare grounds. I've seen like Valentine's ones. I've seen obviously Christmas and things like that. All right. Obviously, this is all part of you becoming a full-time actor performer. All right. So seasonal work. Number 3, promo work. They look for actors. They look for people who are confident. They look for people who maybe even dress up, do things, perform, have a performance quality that they give to the public. Promo work. All right. Then one of my favorites that I got into when I was an actor is workshop leading, facilitating. Now, maybe like me, you will find that you prefer some of these aspects. I preferred acting coaching, and that's why I took it on full time. Okay, but facilitating, workshop leading, working with kids, all of this stuff. It's amazing. This is the engine room. This is work that you can get in order to fill out your calendar and make you into a full-time actor / performer. Okay. Morning, Philomena. How are you? How does anybody feel about this? Has anyone heard of the engine room before? Richard, I'm going to read that out in a minute. I'm going to think of some more. But anyway, after 5 years, I closed with business. Then I was lucky enough to get main part as Oscar-winning film. From then, I got a lot of big auditions. I work myself now again now, but my acting work at 50-50, but it's getting better. Brilliant. Richard, take this on board. Become a full-time actor again. Okay? Take this on board. Luke, hello. How are you doing? Right. So, other engine room jobs, medical role play for big corporations, businesses. They need people to act as clients. They need people to pretend that they are people to be sold to by sales staff. That work is abundant and it's well paid. And you can fill up your calendar after level 1 and 2 with engine room jobs like medical role play. All right. There's so much of it, and you'd be daft not to do it. Okay. Literally, you could, if you were thinking like a genuine business man or woman, right? You would be able to go to any company or business and say, look, these are my skills. I am an actor, performer. Is there any way that we can work together? And you would be surprised when you got creative with that CEO or director, how you can help as an actor. It might be that you offer role play services. It may be that you offer to, at the corporate event, pretend to be like paparazzi, pretend to be this, pretend to be that. You would be amazed at the amount of ways in which you can get involved with business and big business. Okay? So don't limit yourself. Be a business person. Go reach out to that CEO. Go reach out to that director and tell them what your skills are and come up with solutions to their problems. Find problems. Say, look, do your sales staff need practice? Yes, they do. Brilliant. Can I come in and do role play? Can I come in and do this? All right. Can you see how you can operate a full-time acting business? Get rid of the day job. It's only, and dare I say it, it's only this fear of saying, wait a minute, I'm going to have to work hard, be an entrepreneur, I'm going to have to be on the phone, speaking to people, making my business happen. Now, when people have this mentality of agent James Bond, then what the problem with that is you're not doing anything. You're not taking any action. Okay? You're hoping that everybody, and it's very rare that without action you get any success. If you actually look at well-known actors and work back, you will see that they took plenty of action. They didn't just get an agent and wait for the phone to ring and then just get James Bond or huge role on a Marvel franchise. Work backwards. Look at Ryan Reynolds. He's literally a billionaire because he has natural entrepreneurial skills. All the big actors, this is the missing piece that a lot of you actors don't understand. Big actors are brilliant entrepreneurs. That's why they all are doing very well in business as well as acting, because they are entrepreneurs. So if you're just sat waiting by the phone and you have a day job and just waiting for by the phone for a agent to ring and tell you you've got a huge role, you're really going to struggle. You have to be an entrepreneur, and that entrepreneurial spirit will get you right now to give up the day job, and with the kind of tools that I've just given you, give you the confidence and the ability to have a full-time acting business. There we go. Now, if you've just joined us, you must go back and go over the information that I've just given you. Okay. For some of you, it will be life-changing because you will become an entrepreneur, you'll become an actorpreneur, and you will genuinely have what it takes to be an actor. Look at the stories of people like Ryan Reynolds. Do the research. They are entrepreneurs of the highest order because they realized they were an acting business. They didn't get an agent and wait by the phone like the majority, 99% of actors do, and think that that's the route. It's not. Engine room, level 2 roles, level 1 roles, and full-time acting business. Good luck. Give me feedback. How, have you taken this on board? Is it something that you know or feel that you can do? All right. But that is the secret. And I mentor actors into becoming full-time actors. That's what I do alongside my acting coaching. Now, I've got a few offers for you. One, come and have a free workshop with MZA. DM me, email matt@mzacting.com. Get into the vibe. We're different from other organizations. This is how we all think. All right. That's why I've got such a successful agency, by the way, which anyone can join from day one of becoming a member. Also, if you like the idea of all of this and the business, I can mentor you. All right. So get in touch again. I've got very, very few people that I mentor, but obviously there's a cost associated with that. But again, if you invest, you get out exactly what you invest. All right. And more. So, and as well as that, generally just make sure that you keep watching my free live content because it's there to help actors. Right. Much love, everyone.